Today we celebrate the sixth Sunday of Easter. And we appreciate our moms in a very special way, with that voice, that humility, that innocence of a child. Where I come from, when you reach at the age of 14, you are taken away from your mom. And from that time, you cannot look directly to the eyes of your mom, It's not allowed. That is being disrespectful to your mother. It's, looking at your mom directly. But there are two reasons why they do that, I know you don't like it, but where I come from, we like it. One reason why it's done like that is so that boys can be men. Because when a boy is in the arms of their mother, they will never be men. That is according to us. And the second reason is that so that you can go out there and know now you are an adult. You should not always rely on your mom. Then when you get married, now you are allowed now to come and speak to your mom the way, in a very respectable way. But between that age, no, you can't face your mom. And when I came here, I was trying to explain to people, because people wanted me to speak to them when I'm looking at them, and I'm like, we don't look at women in the eyes, But sometimes it will be very hard for people to understand. They think I'm not listening because I'm not facing them. So if I'm in any way, I'm talking to you and I'm not looking at you, just know it's the cultural perspective which is troubling me, okay? So today, in the first reading, we hear that Philip baptizes these people, the Samaritans. But after baptizing them, he calls Peter and John so that they can come and lay hands over them. And this is what we do, even up to today. We baptize the children, then we call the bishop so that he can come and lay his hands over the, over the children, over the people that have been baptized. And that is why on May 23rd, the bishop will be here coming to lay hands over the people who were baptized and given first communion. And the reason for this is so that he can pronounce to them that from today they are filled with the Holy Spirit. But one question I would maybe like you to think about is that if the bishop pronounces the Holy Spirit to the people, does it mean that when we are baptized, the Holy Spirit is not imparted on us? Think about that. Somebody wrote me a very nice text. He told me, Father, when you ask us questions, please be answering them. Because sometimes you leave us hanging. And then I was like, no, that is homework. I can't answer homework, So that is homework. Think about it. Today, still the apostles come to lay hands over our people so that we can, or they can have this spirit. This is the same spirit that we receive on the day we are baptized. This is the same spirit that gives life to our mortal bodies. It is the same spirit that bears witness to the truth that we preach. This is the same spirit that Christ promised us, and he is promising us today. Because a couple of days to come, we shall be celebrating the day of the Pentecost. And therefore, Christ is trying to prepare us. The church is preparing us so that we can wait for this spirit. But this spirit is given to us with some conditions. Not difficult conditions, but very simple conditions. So that God can, because God says that if you are with me, stand this side. If you are not with me, stand this side. So this is the condition. The condition is that if you love me, you'll keep my commandment. Very simple condition. And we are told that on doing this, then he himself will ask the Father to fill us with the Spirit of truth. But the question comes, then how do we know that we are keeping his commandments? One, by preaching the good news. The book of Acts says that those who possess him lead others in faith to Christ. And that is what each one of us is supposed to do. You and me. But most you. Because you are the one who are staying with the people out there. My work, as I keep saying, is very simple. Just to sit here, to wait for you on Sunday and yell at you. You know? And sometimes when I'm yelling, I keep asking myself inwardly, why am I yelling at these people? They are already converted. Why can I not go to yell in the street there? But the Spirit tells me, yell at them so that they can tell others. So that's the reason why I yell at you, okay? So that when you go there, you don't go in fear. You are like, Father Kipag was really yelling at us. The second reason to know that we are keeping our commandments is by shouting joyfully and singing praises to the Lord. And the psalmist says, shout joyfully to God, sing his praise. So my yelling can be shouting, shouting praises, let me think from that perspective, When I yell at you, I'm shouting praises to you. And the third one is that by fulfilling our social roles and responsibilities, particularly in our families. What is our roles in our families? If you are a man, be a man of the house. If you are a woman, be a woman of the house. If you are children, if you are a child, be a good child to your parents. Those are our responsibilities. It's a call. It's a call for a wife to be a wife, not to be a husband. Don't be an husband. It's a call for a husband for a man to be the husband. And if you don't know what that means, see me in secret. The Holy Spirit helps us to bear with one another, forgive those who have wronged us, and also bear witness to the truth. Today, we celebrate our moms. It's a Mother's Day. It's not all of us who have been brought up in that loving kindness of a woman, There are some of us who are hurt, in a way, by our moms. There are some of us who stay for so long without making that phone call. You may never know what it means to her. Please, today, even if your mom has wronged you, find something small to forgive her. Something small. There is no person who is completely a bad person. Only that small bad things can spoil all the good things someone has done. And then the last one is that today make sure that you call your mom. Even if you have nothing to say, Mom, I have nothing to say. Father Kibaki said we are going to call our mothers. And if you say me, maybe she'll ask you, what did he say? Then you can explain. And tell her that, Mom, I love you. I love you. She gave you the body you have today. That is a big reason to say, I love you. Let us ask God to fill our houses and family with the Holy Spirit and our hearts, so that we can walk in the ways of truth. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.